Hello and welcome to Khosi Nation Fan TV. I am Pilo.
And I am Muslindo.
And if you're joining us for the first time, welcome, welcome. If you're wondering what this channel is about, well, this is where Kaizer Chiefs fans meet and talk about Kaizer Chiefs Football Club. The conversation starts here and it continues down on the comment section below. So do make sure to leave a comment letting us know what you think of the subject of today. We have a lot to talk about. Before we go there though, I would like to welcome the returning subscribers. Thank you guys for coming back. We appreciate you. And today's special shout out goes to Esokolo Ndlala. Esokolo, shout out to you. Thank you for continuing to engage with us down in the comment section. We appreciate you. And if you are a regular subscriber and you comment on our videos, we will give shout out on every video. So keep on commenting, keep on telling us what you think, keep on disagreeing if you disagree. Some will chavalala. anyway, we have a lot to talk about, but first of all, Diski Shield, the boys, what a performance.
Good football. It was good football. I can't say any fault from what I watched. I can't say any fault.
Yeah.
Attacked perfectly, we defend nicely, keep structure. Hey, it was nice to watch nje. And Sundowns yazi nje ongasikahle nje. Ngithanda ukuthi nje ihlezi yazi iwukudla kwethu.
Because I think what I found interesting is just the confidence that they play with. Akekho obepanic ukuthi ngathi manje ngiyabuka abalandeli, so many fans in the stadiums. The boys just do or did what the coach had told them to do. And they just made it look seamless, like pass after pass. Pass ukepe, ungene spacing, dribbling dota if you have to.
Taking on players. Like the first goal. How many players were taken down before we even got to the penalty? That's what you do.
And you see, that's why Umduduzi is promoted. Yabo. That's why he's promoted to the first team. That's why he went to Belgium to have trials. And you see, this inking with South African football, something that we've been complaining about. Uguti players move from mid development, playing that kind of football. Sidba Shisa, they're coached by a local coach, and then they get to the team and it's being coached by Ernst Mintendorp. He knows nothing about South African.
How did I know you were going to coach Ernst Mintendorp?
And he knows nothing about South African football. All he cares about is winning. And that's where talent dies. And I just hope it Chiefs in a very small chance they could see this video. Uguti bebona ngempela indaba continuation ukuthi these players bakhula bedlala that kind of football. So keep them bedlaliswa o coach abanjalo as well.
They want to take players on. That's what I've noticed. At the end, when we go into the changing room, Uban, I beat them. And that's how the youngsters play. That's how even I played when I played soccer. I wanted to make sure because you can't devote to pass. Okay. And now you're playing football you're uncomfortable with. So you're more likely to make mistakes. Almost ones are mistakes. Because the team if you played the football you're comfortable with, different story.
Because busy, we are just quickly trying to get rid of the ball as quick as possible, and because of that, you end up making mistakes. And I think Lenda of taking players on, it's just something that we have to talk about as well, because we saw a video last night. Everyone saw the video, obviously. Zwane khuluma no Vilakazi ukuthi mfundo fanami uthi emhlatho wakho to someone Zwane. Anyway, we won't talk about that. But I like the fact that he emphasized ukuthi I like it when you do this dribbling so that uzochika umuntu but mawuzoguqa phezulu. Because I feel like that is him telling him, good, I'm okay with you taking on players. What I don't want you to do is to just showboat for no reason. So it's progressive showboating. And it's good to see ukuthi it's not like ukuthi he's hating on dribbling.
Yeah.
He just doesn't want it to be done unnecessarily.
Don't show both because umuntu uzolmaka ibhola ahamba wakora. Usabhizi ukuqala amadolo alithathe. And then it's a different story. But if you're doing it for the right reasons, I don't see anyone who would have a problem. Or at least I don't see Arthur having a problem with it. And that's a good thing because at the end of the day, he's the coach.
Yeah.
And he's the one you'd like to impress, but also if it's not as impressive, really.
Yeah, guys, if you're enjoying this video, please make sure to subscribe. Wow, conversation is just flying by. Anyway, let's talk about this transfer that we're chasing after him for a long time, and apparently we'd agreed a figure 3 million, but a payment structure wasn't confirmed. And I'm talking about Urashun Totally. So this is from a team. Ama agents akhe talked ukuthi it's finalized ukuthi is leaving, but then they did not reveal ukuthi who the team will be. But now this team, it's a Norwegian team. So they said in the coming days there will be a new face for the Superliga squad's training session. It is 20-year-old Rashwin Dotli who will train with us indefinitely. Now, it's something that I was talking about on the news, I think 2 days ago. Uguti the promotion of Umakate Obe, who had a good game as well today. Although they didn't have much to do because we were dominant, but we still saw good. Okay, he's a good player. So he's been promoted, and I think it's also partly because of the fact that this move got totally ended up not materializing. So at least we know when his agents this time said he was going overseas. He was actually
going overseas. They weren't trying any funny business.
Which could be possible, njalo, Uguti, but I think I always say this, Uguti. If it's a South African player going overseas, I'm fine with that. I'm happy, because it means more South Africans getting experience in Europe and learning more things.
Yeah.
And when they come back to Bafana, then they have some experience.
Hey, what you take it to? Oh my.
Yeah, Bafana. Now, I want us to talk about something else. So I've been, obviously, guys, on Saturdays, videos about who will start. And I want us to have just a quick look on the options that we have as the Chiefs right now attacking. And it's a lot. Let's just go through. Number one, we have Upatu Unangi. He's very versatile. Before school,
nothing.
And then we have Umatlo, new signing from Swallows, of course, and he's playing as an attacking midfielder, right winger, left winger. And what is your impression, Umatlo? Like, because we're talking about attacking midfielders, what's your impression, guy? What do you think are his strengths?
I think firstly he's strong.
Yeah,
he's strong. He was a bambi bowler. I'm partying him at So for me, because of those few attributes, I think he's a good signing for us, and hopefully he'll perform. I'm a good signing, but they are perform.
And he was saying that I was asking Guti, are you excited? Guti Sterling has signed for Chelsea. He's like, no, I don't get excited by signings anymore. I get excited by performances. Because they paid 100 million for Lukaku, and then that happened. But as you say, Guti, we hope Guti, because I feel like Umatlo, the amount of game time he had last season playing for Swallows, I don't think he's coming to Chiefs expecting. He played 83% of the matches and the minutes. So I don't really think he's coming thinking he'll be a starter. Because maybe at jump something. Which system with the players that we have do you think will work best for Chiefs? 4-2-3-1, 4-3-3, well, in Bala, the two that I prefer. Which system do you think will work best for Chiefs? By the way, you guys also tell us which system do you think will work best for Chiefs? with the attacking midfielders that we have, and which of them would you pick to start? So that's the same question for you.
I mean, obviously, if 4-2-3-1, it's hard. That's my it's my favorite system.
Yeah.
Because there's backup and there's play. I like that.
Sure.
But at least we backed up. Even if my wing backs had to run ahead, we've got backup.
Yeah.
Yeah, but because sometimes I feel like if 4-3-3, I feel like I'm and then yeah, but I like that sense of backup that we have.
Yeah.
And it's striker and flag based striker, so I like striker hlale at phambili. As khombisi indaba striker. I would don't be mixed up nabantu sibone nje ushaya ithapini esikhombisi why he's a striker.
So in terms of that, then who would your players be? Because now that means you are playing 2 6s and a 10. Who would you play and why?
Let's see. I don't think there's any conversation around the door that we can have.
So you would play Udoli as a 10?
Course. Of course. Who wouldn't play Udoli? Like, it doesn't make sense. For me, it wouldn't make sense. Only because experience, number one, icon. Secondly, he can beat players. He's got extremely good vision. He passes. Udoli. I think Udoli right now is a player we need with Chiefs.
Question. What about his usefulness as a winger then? Because I found Uguti, when he's playing out wide, he then drifts into the half space and then allow a fullback to run with wide space, and then he plays those passes. What about his role in that position? It's the same question for you guys, by the way.
Hey, let me see. No, but for me personally, because of how he plays with Tony, I don't think we ever have a problem where we're seeing Guti. Kahle league iqhamuka ngale idlala ngakhona ibhola liqala ukuconnecta khona before lidlale by the opposition team. So for me, uDoli noma ngadlala out wide, noma singamdlala centrally, kuyafana nje, he's going to perform okusalayo. I-pass izoqhuba and nobona nje siqhaqo.
And then who are your other two, the sixes, because usuthe uDoli uzodlala 10?
Let me see. I would think one of my options for
options are now for ama-6. Usithebe, Unange, and then you have Ukole, you have Ublom. Those ones I covered last week. And Umatlo as well drops to that central position, to those central positions. Yes, he plays mostly manje as an attacking, but we see him dropping as well to keeper position to collect the ball, so he would make a good box to box kind of player.
Yeah.
So
let's see. Unange mina personally, him and I have not gotten on in the past, but I'll give him a chance. Okay. The only thing I don't like is that Masagmelek Mag. If you know me, I like players who put the efforts. Like, I understand if you're like a superstar, like you, Messi, Ronaldo, I understand. But otherwise, any other player for me, no matter what position.
Every player has to mark. Because what that game is solid, no Paul being a double 6. He marked well.
You see, but for me, most of last season, I didn't like him.
I was playing under Baxter. Samuel Shabalala uzofika a post. I told you, Mpilo, Unange just needed a better coach, and he actually kind of proved you right. We advocate, because I saw his game improve under Zwane.
Yeah.
Although I still think Maktwa abaqala abantu those double 6 position ngwe 4-2-3-1 formation yakho, I would play a Matt and a Blom. Blom will sit, and then Matt uzoqala thunga ibhola and progress and go forward. Ongamazi uMatt nangu Matt bafethu. This is Yusuf Matt. So he makes a good box to box midfielder, because he can move with the ball in small spaces, he can dribble, and also he has a good passing range. So that makes him like so complete as a player.
Supportive also. We are needing a space and ready to receive the ball. So you aren't just sitting there not knowing what to do.
Yabo.
So yeah, I know.
So it's not like those players abathanda ukuthi badrift wide or whatever. He stays here because akasabi.
Alithintwe ngenyawo, liqhutshwe ngenyawo.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so guys, and another thing that I want to talk about is Usabelo. So Usabelo Hadebe, guys, kunenkinga that I'm facing that might happen. Zwane did play him as an attacking midfielder last season, but mabedlali 4-3-3 kube whoever was here, then kube we and someone else, basically the 4-3-3. And imnandi, the question that I have though, ukuthi uzodlala phi kule season? Because njengamanje if uZwane picks 4-2-3-1, yes, I know there will be rotation. That's the first thing that came to your mind. Ukuthi kuzoba ne rotation. But let's just say we 4-2-3-1 kuqala
rotation.
Oh, if on rotation?
I don't like rotation because now we're just putting players on for the sake of giving them game time. No, I really don't.
But you said you wanted options.
Have options, yes, for when people are injured, not for just to take. It's just ask us.
If you don't play them.
You see, for me, if you're gonna build a team around what you're gonna rotate, then you must make sure what firstly, each team yako is strong. At any given time, you know they're gonna perform. Like you said, every single player is strong. Like it's literally.
But you ever rotate?
He rotates them, but every single player is strong. We have some 3 games lanelana. Got the 80 minutes uthi waza. Let him into sell. But that's why
that's the thing you show.
No, I don't see it happening.
Uhadebe is a good player, but I think he needs minutes. Because I think players also benefit from getting minutes.
Yeah, they do.
The problem ukuthi manje the people abanganabi position, if uZwane plays uDoli as a 10, that means makuphuma uDoli it's uDoli uzophosa wide, and that also means something else about this guy. Nkosi yami. Isizini yakhe last year igcine ibhedile because of waqala ekhathela ama-Olympics, and then the coach wamisa ngeskim because kwi-10 makukuthi formation yakho kudlala uDoli, then as a winger mhlambe bazoqala yena. It's what do you think it's gonna look like, guys? It's because I've been thinking ukuthi Zwane is going to have a good headache but at the same time it might end up hurting these players because I don't think he will start umshini ahead of uSithebe noDoli. So into engagcina yenze ukuthi uDoli angadlala as a winger and then you get uSithebe playing as a 10.
It's gonna be interesting. He's got the same headache you have, if not worse, because it's his job. It is his job on the line.
and today I actually thought of something which, oh my God, I never actually imagined how the season would look like if Zwane was unsuccessful and Chiefs had to fire him. I can't, because I just can't have Zwane getting fired.
And you know it's interesting because I just had a conversation with a friend, Uti I was on some nigga no 3 months.
How?
After that, I was also to out. But I'm like, hey, just let the guy try.
3 months is too short.
I'd at least like to give him the season. Small tunes in Jan, and then next season, some nigga 3 months on top of the season. For me, I think that's how I'd like to see it, because for the 3 months, also recover. As the season progresses, they would have recovered and we end up finishing in a good place, maybe even first, who knows, maybe, but 3 months is too short, Saib. It's in 3 months, Saib. 3 months is nothing.
Because I really, I have these players worry me, Masbega, Umahlatsi, I'm not worried so much because I think as he can play as a left winger as well, that would be something of a game last season with Swallows. He was coming in from wide and then drifting inside and all that stuff. Or Avelak down the line. So I'm not worried about him because Uzobebanga mhlambe no Sehota, no Mashiane, ngale. So that's like Intwana competing amongst them. But the problem is scheme ska Doli, ska Billy Atlas. Left winger is billiards because the front man to pray.
Hey, billiards. Oh, come.
First touch and
Ibhlungu, the best in the Premier League. The best J in Africa right now. I'd like to say.
What a claim.
What
a claim.
My personal opinion. I believe. Ukshaya first touch. I got to dribble call. Actually, first touch. Njenga libuye lizohlala emva kwakho udlule wena. Uqedile ngawo. Nge first touch uvele want no man. Ubilets ubuhlungu. Inkinga yami nje naye ukuthi uyageja. Kodwa besides lokho, that guy I can't know. His runs, when he's in space, you know if he receives the ball, he can dribble the player, he can play a pass, he can make a run out wide. I'll make a pass, that ball, wait for the team to recover while he's in space.
Comfortable.
Yeah,
with the ball. Sure.
Otherwise,
no, yes, this will be interesting, and I would be interested to hear what you guys think, because these other players, we know how good they are, but kuna leon to good yeah. And if you haven't, please do subscribe. Skulmega Kulu, we asked you very few times to subscribe, but please do that. I'm really, because we are confused as about it. What do you think? Sinigeze formation and who you would play in midfield.
And why, please?
And why? Because we want to have continue.
Yeah, I want to have a conversation firstly in the comment section and understand your why, because maybe I see born and they born I. So please.
Yeah. And guys, we end the video on a high note. I am joking. So guys, please go to the link that I will post down on the description below, and I will also pin the comment as well in a link to voting for this very beautiful lady. It's free, guys. If you just go to the link and just click vote. That's all you need. You don't have to pay anything, and guys, so that she can be in the top 12. Miss KZN Queen Nani Ambona. She's a queen, she's beautiful. Oh my god. Anyway, and while you are doing that, thank you so much for watching this video. We really appreciate you guys staying for the entire 22 minutes. We will see you on the next one, and until such time, remember, equals Alpelo Moy. Bye.